Oh, this is great. So it's literally what I've been telling people for a while. And you know, AGN, I'm sorry, I don't want to laugh, but it's actually funny. Okay, James has a post on the top currently global selling Steam games, right? Let's go ahead and click on this. Gears of War E-Day pre-orders are worse than they were before the open beta. Oh man. What's going on, Xbox fanboys? I thought your exclusives, keeping up with PlayStation, was actually going to be beneficial and good. You want to know what? Asha Sharma made the worst decision in Gears history. She had a chance to help out Gears at launch. You thought that she knew what she was doing. Phil Spencer wouldn't have done this. And you know what's so funny? If you take a look at Gears on Steam historically, they don't support the franchise. They don't care about it. Gears of War Reloaded on sale 75% off for $10 is number 90. But Gears of War E-Day that just had a beta for $69.99, this game should be $59, is place 716. Remember when I was doing that video before the open beta telling you that it was flopping? I said, wait till the open beta. It was at like 400 and something. Or 300 something, right? How did it go down to 716 after the open beta? Steam players said, man, I don't want to play this. Nah, I'm good. That's what they're saying, right? Guys, look. It's right here. Play 716. So, once again, AGN is correct. Because he's been telling you for quite some time, since that summer showcase, that Gears of War as an Xbox exclusive, meaning console exclusive, not being put on PlayStation 5 or Switch 2, is a mistake, and that Steam is not going to back you up. You got this game coming day one on Game Pass. You believe that the Xbox community is going to buy 6 million copies of Gears of War E-Day? Let's say if it even somehow miraculously sold 1 million on Steam. This game needs to sell 7 million copies to break even. You say, wait, hold on, 7 times 7 is 490 million. Bro, it's not only 400 million, but it's also the PlayStation 5 port and the marketing. The marketing costs 50 to 70 million, it's at minimum. It may be 100 million after. PlayStation 5 port, add that in. $500 million in total. Marketing, distribution, physical, all that added up together is going to cost Microsoft $500 million. So if you sold 7 million copies, which you know there's early access, let's just add that in. If there's early access for like $90 or $100, okay, add that in. You could get over 500 something million, but you're barely making a profit. This is kind of like a Spider-Man situation, except Spider-Man didn't even cost them that much. Spider-Man cost only like 300 something million with marketing, probably 350 million or something. But they ended up selling like 16, 17, 18 million copies. Easily making profit. No problem. You don't even need the Steam version. Just sold 90% on PlayStation. It's kind of interesting because when you really think about the Gears of War E-Day situation, and there's never been a video where AGN said Gears of War E-Day was a bad game. I said that commercially and platform-wise and exclusive-wise, Microsoft is making a mistake by limiting the audience and exposure of Gears of War E-Day. You would never find an AGN video that says Gears of War E-Day is a garbage-looking game. I don't think so. I played every Gears. I told you I was number one in the world in 2, but I played Gears of War 1 more than any Gears. Straight up, hey, back in the day, shotgun battle, throw the melee. Hey, you ready? Throw your melee. Let's go. You know what I mean? Canal sniping. Who you talking to? Phil Depot? Gridlock, stupid people glitching, doing a little roadie run. Man, it was all annoying. It's like, okay, I'm gonna smoke you anyways. But the thing was, is that like I put so much time into Gears 1 that it will forever be with me. My brother that passed too, he was right there with me. You know what I mean? We played a lot of Gears of War. My other brother, we played a lot of Gears of War. And I knew other people too that did it. There was a community there. I was a Cliff Blazinski fan back in the days when he used to play Unreal Tournament on PC. I knew why he made Gears of War 1 because of his ex-wife. I followed everything because actually Gears of War 1 was supposed to be the next-gen Unreal Tournament, but he ended up turning it into Gears of War. I knew everything about it. I was a Gears fanatic. I stayed up 72 hours in a row. Yeah, it's crazy. I was, people were getting worried about me to get number 1 in Gears 2. I was that excited. Remember how laggy it was at launch with Gears 2? There were some problems, but I played through it. You had to be there at the Gears of War 2 launch to know that there was problems going on. They had to fix it real quick. People were going back to Gears 1 because they were so mad. If you weren't there, you would not know this. You know what I mean? AGN's not making this up, of course. But my thing is that I have a deep love for the Gears franchise historically with Epic Games and Cliff Bleszinski. But what's left over is the Microsoft Today and the Coalition. And I'm annoyed because they're making a huge mistake and they're ruining the development and the morality of the Coalition by trying to make this an exclusive to please Xbox fanboys who are stuck in the past in the 360 era. My reason is actually very reasonable. It's not me making a video, oh, I think Gears of War is trash. And I'm like, I'm not saying that. Where? Go find any Gears of War video and you're not going to see AGN say this. See, that's called like being intellectually dishonest. I actually think that the game is doing some things that I actually like. One, there's no microtransactions, there's no battle pass. You're actually releasing a real video game. It's better than what they do with Call of Duty, though. Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta is going to get way more numbers, and that game releases every year. It's pretty sad, but that's just the way this world works. Just saying. That's how it is. But I'm laughing because Xbox fanboys were sitting here getting mad at me for saying that this game should have been multi-platform. I want the biggest community possible for a multiplayer game. This is not a single player game. You need your community to thrive in a market where back then, this would have been a midnight release where everybody's standing in line like a blockbuster title to actually say, okay, this is the game that's coming out for right now, the biggest game. Now these type of games come out monthly. And it's looking like the way October is looking, September, because people are scared of GTA. There's plenty of Gears of War E-Day type of games coming out. I don't mean even shooters, but just how massive these games are that are coming out. They're going to be bigger than that. And they're lining up every damn week. And a month before that. Plus the Nintendo games. It's like, you got some serious competition. Do you believe you're going to keep people's attention? No, only diehard Gears of War fans are going to be on this. And certain Xbox fanboys. So I didn't highlight James. I know James is a clown in the PlayStation world. I know that. But I'm not highlighting this because I'm trying to be some guy that's being some PlayStation fanboy or anything. No, I'm saying that this is not good. You would think that when the beta's over with, the pre-orders would like even jump up a bit. It got significantly lower. That means the interest in the Steam world, they don't give a damn. This is Steam players for you. There's no political nonsense in this either. See what I'm saying? Sometimes it has nothing to do with that. That's what people say, oh, PC's not supporting it because of Sweet Baby Inc. and far left behaviors. Like, yeah, some of that stuff matters in the PC world. They will not because of that. But that's not what this is. It's just the Steam world is not what you think it is. You could inflate all those numbers and make it look whatever, but look, they don't buy games like you think they do. They get a lot of cheap games. A lot of them also have pirate mentalities. They'll play the same game over and over again and play old games with rigs that are way more powerful than that. Now you know why Nintendo understood the gaming community. It wasn't about power and specifications. And a lot of PC gamers don't even have powerful rigs. It's just a small community of people. Under 10% easily. That's why they were insecure about the PS5 Pro. And the PS6 is that's going to be more powerful than 97% of PCs in the market. Even when you fast forward to that time. You're going to have to spend a lot of money to match that. So, Xbox exclusives are already failing. The writing is on the wall. This is what I'm trying to tell you when I say that anytime I see somebody tweet something about Asha Sharma, and I have no problem with her personally, she looks like a nice person, but when it comes to gaming, GTFO. I have not seen any real positive results on the market. Xbox hardware got more expensive. Xbox sales got worse. Xbox Live went down 2 times. Xbox layoffs got worse. Studios got screwed over. More AI people came in. 1 AI guy left. Halo has been worse than it's ever been, and it flopped, and she let it release like that. Gears is limited. Where are the real results that actually matter? Do not talk to me about no stupid boot up animation. Do not talk to me about no damn logo, about no achievements, copying PlayStation's trophy system. It was like, oh, Xbox came out with achievements first. Yeah, achievements, not trophies. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the platinum aspect. Sony made it better. Xbox is the one that charged for online, to put paywalls, to teamed up with Ubisoft and all those other people that added in season pass and all that. They tried to put you in a DRM lockout. They tried to kill physical way too early when physical was still dominant. They were the ones that added all these prisons into gaming that you just don't like today, that you see. Microsoft was really trying to push for that. If they would have won, that would have been the worst thing for gamers. It would have been worse than right now. You're saying, no way, I'm not joking. If they would have got their way. They would have put Game Pass on PlayStation. If Sony said yes and Nintendo and destroyed their markets. I don't think you understand. Nobody grows with this company. The Forza team is a blessing. And even then, you saw that video I have for that. Unless this releases before that, but look out for that if not. And now they're on the way after Halo just got sacrificed to sacrifice Gears of War E-Day. And this wasn't because this was a bad game like Halo Campaign Devolved, which was garbage with no multiplayer. This game has PvP, co-op, and a good-looking campaign, and going back to the masculine principle of Gears of War, with no microtransactions and Battle Pass. But they're making the wrong marketing move. And I understand that you want Xbox to have exclusives, but it doesn't make sense because you're not in the position of PlayStation and you're not in the position of Nintendo. So how is it going to work? It's not. And you deeply want so bad for this to happen. But it doesn't make sense. Phil Spencer figured that out a long time ago. But I see some people thinking, oh, Usher, man, come on, man. Who does she ever compete against? What programming development has she done in the video game industry? What studios does she go make partnerships with? When does she travel across Japan or in China or in all these other video game departments, meeting with people and saying that she's very intelligent when it comes to video gaming? Man, come on, she didn't compete one time against PlayStation. Everything has actually got worse. So don't sit here and try to act like she's better than Phil Spencer. It's not even close, dude. You know how much time he's put into gaming? Regardless of his mistakes, but he knows gaming. This is where I say the infantile mentality to me in the Xbox community is annoying. For the people that are still left there, they're saying dumb stuff and making these little, like, just cult, false idol images and all this other stuff of her. And I'm like, well, really? It's been in there how long? Where do you see Xbox making a comeback at? This is all copium and hopium at the highest degree. Well, because you listened to me about some nonsense? You didn't make no new Xbox logo. No, you just moved it around and changed the stuff with AI. Anybody can do this. Anybody can make the boot up animation a little bit different. It's already there for you. You just need to tweak it around within AI. And then move around stuff with your little numbers. This is not going to get people to buy an Xbox. It's always about video games. You have a console because of video games you can only play there. And because you like their ecosystem. And they can actually compete and they have an identity and they stand on their own and the competition is good, like you're watching a sports game where people are getting on the edge of the seats and they're grabbing this other dude. Man, this game is so good. You don't see this. It's a blowout. It's boring. I would have rather, like Sean Layden said, I liked when the green check mark and the blue check mark were actually competing. Because it was interesting. This right here is not interesting. This is the company that I'm choosing to have outside of the Xbox ecosystem. When you're saying Steam and not PlayStation, you're saying you believe Steam is going to help you out. If you were wise, you would have chose PlayStation instead of Steam. You would have got better results because it's a console type mentality that works for this game. Steam does not work for Gears of War. It would have worked for Halo if there was multiplayer. You just don't understand gaming. That's why you did that. You're sabotaging this game. And AGN is just making it clear. Become a member for $3. Leave a tip down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me where I'm making up anything here. This is not Xbox hate. This is hard, constructive criticism and being a coach. Just like, I'm slamming you again. Man, this coach is rough. But I guarantee you I would have made you better. But Microsoft, I don't know. Because they do kind of what they want to do. And they can do all this and fail. And they still got so much money, it doesn't matter. But just get out of gaming then, because you're not really a gaming company. You see, it's a enterprise software data center company, AI company now. Video games, not really, no. It's not their forte. Just understand your field in the universe on Earth. Later.